officially back. Deion, Larry, what's up, man?
How's it going?
It's been better.
It has.
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks or whatever, however long it's been since our last recording. But we're here.
We are.
It's cold as hell. It's winter season in full effect. We had a crazy blizzard today, apparently. That didn't actually happen. So not a bad thing, though, because we have enough snow, I think, in this town.
Yeah.
My microphone sounds weird and my voice is a little raspy, but
yeah.
Excuse me.
People were saying it was supposed to get bad out today and get cold, and I'm like, we just had negative 40-degree weather.
Oh, they canceled school and everything over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? So we don't really have like a crazy topic to go off of today. Intentionally, we decided we just wanted to casually shoot the shit. This could be a 30-minute conversation. This could be an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. I don't know. But something we don't ever do is just kind of go on the fly and talk about real shit, real life events, current events, things of that nature. So I really just kind of wanted to, let's just have some normal human conversation, man. Something that we don't typically do, and just kind of voice our opinions and our point of views on everything that's going on in the world today.
For sure.
And there could be a number of different topics that we get into depending on how in depth we get with the discussions. But I want to get not edgy. I want to get a little edgy, though. I want to talk about some things that maybe we've shied away from talking about in the recent past. For one, like all the crazy stuff that's going on in our current state, as in America.
Yeah.
Yes, the rest of the world is going through a bunch of crazy shit right now, but man, America looks weird right now, wouldn't you think?
It does.
Like,
it does.
All the way from our government to our local government to some people's point of views. In my opinion, to the fact that there's a lot of people still being led blindly into their own understanding of what we're seeing, what's going on in this world or in this country. So I want to touch on that a little bit too, because I know we do a lot of back and forth discussion on this stuff just alone, hanging out, whatever it is. We talk about stuff only because I can't fathom how people don't see it yet.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like it's been going on for so long, and it's almost like I feel like things are back to normal for myself, but they're not. You know,
in your mind, you're like, fuck it all. I'm just gonna live.
Exactly,
and that's what I'm doing too. I can't avoid what's happening in reality though either. You know what I mean? So it's like it's been tough because everything, and I mean everything that was a conspiracy theory 2 years ago is factual today. Coming true. Everything from the coronavirus to the vaccines to the mandates to the lockdowns to the government to the corruption to even as far as like the Democratic Party being the majority of corrupt people or not. I've had some really wavering point of views recently in terms of how this all is being broken down, and I almost feel like, and I know a lot of people are super like Trump's going to be the savior and he's coming back. And it's just like, I feel like he's controlled opposition. Yeah. I feel like the divide is fake in government, right? Like between Democrats and Republicans, they're all fucking dirty. And one side is controlled opposition. The other side is made to look like the bad guys on purpose. Yeah. I could be way off base on that, but that's just like I really feel strongly about that right now. As if you look at things like, if Trump's is some kind of savior, why are we waiting till 2024? Yeah, we'll be destroyed by 2024, bro. We don't have that kind of time to wait.
At this point, at the way things are moving,
who's waiting till 20? Oh, we'll just give it another couple years of this shit and hope more people die before we get there, and that we lose more of our freedoms and our rights, and all of our businesses get shut down, not just some of ours. So that's kind of the direction it's going in my mind, man, because I really feel like if this is real, if what we are witnessing and identifying as just regular everyday people living in this country, if it's real, they see it. Yeah. You know, the Republican side or whatever you want to refer to them as, they see it. How is anybody just sitting back, watching this happen and going, a couple more years, we'll fix this?
Yeah. And like all the people that aren't benefiting from what's going on currently, it's like, what do you think? Do you think, well, it's just not affecting me yet, especially because we're in the Midwest and some of the things that are going on don't affect us as quickly. But like when you're not benefiting from it, what do you think? You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna keep living my life because
that's what we do,
well.
though. We just roll with the punches as
Yeah.
a society. It's super strange to me. And I even hear people say, this always happens, you guys. We just didn't have this heightened awareness that we have today back then when it was happening. And I'm like, yeah, okay, to an extent.
Yeah, but that plays into it now.
Yeah.
Now it's like now they're leading us in a direction with the amount of with the ability that we have to get news and information.
Yeah.
It's like they're leading us any direction they want.
Absolutely.
It's that simple.
They're using it as a tool to fill us with the information. And I want to make this clear. This isn't us trying to give disinformation or misinformation or anything like that either. This is all opinion based. This is all our uneducated, we're not scientists, we're not politicians, we're not medical doctors and none of that. This is basic common sense logic point of view, which to me is always a better point of view because you're not one dimensional, right? Like, whoa, from a scientific standpoint, based on strictly science, I can tell you that these factors are at hand.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. So now how does the everyday normal person dissect something like this, what we're seeing going on? So as we talk about COVID, as we talk about the mandates and all the tyrannical shit that's going on in our government, it is not to spread misinformation. It's rhetorical, it's opinion based, and it's some of it's a question like, what do you guys think? What is your understanding? Because it's bad. And anyone who doesn't see it today, man, it's weird to me. So we'll start there because we're already on it. But like looking at the way the government is set up right now, looking at the current president, like I was hopeful because he was voted in that maybe we were all wrong.
Yeah.
I never believed in Biden from the get-go because I saw all the lies. I've seen historically what he's done as far as the nothingness for this country, and he's been in government forever. I've seen the race baiting stuff coming.
Isn't that
crazy?
What I mean? That's the weirdest thing.
He was truly one of the most racist politicians in the last 40 years in our government.
Well, even things he said were just completely inappropriate. Like
video evidence of the things you're talking about too.
And while he was like running too, he was saying, "Oh, black people can't do this." Like it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like another thing they're saying too about the virus. How like blacks are more susceptible. Because of the melanin, you guys don't have the ability to absorb as much vitamin D as the. It's just like, okay, maybe you have somewhat of a scientific argument there, but how do you explain weather, climate change targeting black people only or minority communities in general because of the way they're set up? We're more likely in our minority communities, bro, blacks and browns, we are more likely to feel the effects of climate change because of where we live. That's crazy. Also, we just gave like, I don't know, $300 billion to the Taliban recently to help their new government and their takeover that they just did to us. But we've done nothing for inner city communities that he speaks of.
Yeah, all the things that we wanted to do to
like
help all these people. Yeah,
fix it.
It's that simple.
Take that $1 billion you gave to the arts in the COVID bill and put it in the ghettos of America.
Yeah, let's take money away from the police and then
they promise. Here's what they do, bro. They promise us better welfare, better housing units, things of that nature. Like, and we're like, yeah, vote for that guy. He's giving us hope.
Mm-hmm.
No, motherfucker. Hope would be that $300 billion they just gave to a foreign country who were terrorists in our lands.
Mm-hmm.
That's hope. Put $300 billion in poverty in America. Not even just the ghettos, not just the minority communities in the inner cities, but like homelessness. The veterans who actually fought wars for this country.
Yeah, that's like the thing with Elon Musk when he said, "Here, I'll fix it. I'll fix the world hunger issue, and I'll donate all this money if you show me what you do with every single
Because I don't know if you know the full back. So like the backstory on this is they were saying about $6 billion could end world hunger or some shit like that, or start the leading up to ending it. And he was like, "Bet I'll put that up." Yeah, but I just want receipts.
He said, I want it all to be public. I want everyone to be able to see.
We just got to see receipts of what you're doing with the money. And then they were like, okay, well, $6 billion would really give us a good start, but it's more than likely a lot more.
Really put a dent in it.
Okay, cool. How about this? Fuck the rest of the world. What about America?
Yeah.
How much would $6 billion do for the hunger in America alone? All the veterans of war that are homeless and junkied out and all messed up, and all the homeless people and the poverty that exists here in America. Just go to California, start there. You'll take care of a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
Out the gate, bro. But $6 billion would do a lot. $300 billion would do. So and I don't get this. Maybe I don't know enough about politics, but how the fuck do we not fix our problems here with that kind of money? We throw around trillions of dollars a year to foreign countries for things like gender studies, for things like building a new government under a fucking terrorist organization, for, you know what I mean? For all these random things we've given trillions of dollars a year away to foreign countries for. And we've never once thought, you know what? Let's fix America.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's
not a tough one, really, though. It's just like they just don't give a fuck.
No,
and if people can't see that, they're blind, bro. Like it's not rocket science.
It just doesn't make them money.
Don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care. It's like the concept of if voting actually worked, they wouldn't really let us do it.
Yeah,
right. They don't care, bro. They need us to be in poverty. They need the minority groups to live in Section 8 housing and in the projects and the ghettos of America.
Yeah, they want us to depend on them.
They need us to sway the fucking vote.
Yeah.
So that's why they come after. That's why the black vote is so popular.
It's super popular.
Every time there's an election. They fight for the black vote. And then they use gimmicks like the rioting and the BLM stuff as part of it. Like they create fake issues out of real issues, so that we get behind it and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, injustice.
Well, the crazy thing is they use the same issues every 4 years. It's like, then the media just ramps it up.
It dissolves like crazy. It dissolves after the election. Then right around election time, it all comes back and it's like, oh hey, remember you guys were suppressed?
Yeah.
You were oppressed and being held back, and the white man doesn't let you get a leg up. Remember that? Mm-hmm. We just wanted to know if you want to vote for us, we'll fix that.
And we'll see again in a couple years here.
Bro. That's so see-through. At least to me it is, man.
It is.
And I come from poverty. I come from that, the ghettos, bro. I come from that shit in California, and I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's the way, like they could fix it today, literally today, but they won't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like this whole virus thing, man. Like, we have enough data now.
Yeah.
We have research. We have proof. We have facts. 2 years ago, saying they were skewing the numbers was a conspiracy theory. Now CNN says it and everyone's like having a fucking revelation.
Yeah.
2 years ago, saying don't close down gyms, our natural immunity, if we just exercise and get healthy and don't be obese, will help us fight this virus. 2 years ago, that was a conspiracy theory and they shut down gyms. Now CNN is saying it and everyone's acting like it's a fucking revelation.
Well, now it's weird because you got half the people saying like the right stuff, and then you got half the people saying, oh, now we're going to require vaccine cards. I don't know if you saw who it is.
Minneapolis just
that's what I'm saying.
Minneapolis just but so now I will, and it doesn't make it any better, but bars, restaurants and event centers have to require a vaccine passport, essentially. Proof of vaccination.
Yeah. Yep.
Proof of vaccination.
And it's not even you need to have a positive test because that's what they were already doing. Now it's
proof of vaccination. However, I don't believe a lot of people are going to enforce this anymore because
I don't think
like California is in that same thing right now, and they're not, A, nobody's enforcing it, and B, nobody's listening to it anymore. Like all the gyms in California, I'm connected to a few of them out there, and I talk to them and they're just like, we ain't doing shit this time.
Yeah.
We're not closing nothing, and we ain't asking excuse me, for no passports, no none of that nonsense, right? But what I found out, or what I read further into for the Minneapolis or the St. Paul region, is any city-owned businesses, restaurants, bars, and event centers. So it's not like the majority, but what that does is that sets the trend for other businesses to start following. And I'm telling you right now, anyone who fucking plays that game is going to destroy themselves.
Oh, for sure.
That business is gone, bro. I just got back from Vegas, and they have mask mandates everywhere in Vegas, but nobody's listening to them and no one's enforcing them. I spent 3 days in Vegas, all day, all night, and never once did someone tell me that I have to put my mask on where I had to listen.
Yeah, especially for like a restaurant. Like if you're willing to do that, I'm more than happy to not come.
Yeah, I did that. Restaurant. So like I said, where I had to listen is the key, because some people did. Like, they have kiosks all over Vegas and casinos where you can stop and buy some water, a bag of chips, stuff like that. And when you're drinking and partying all night, you tend to look for these things and grab something on the fly. Anytime I went to get like a water or something from a kiosk because we were walking around and everyone was drinking all night and I just kept wanting to hydrate.
Of course.
They would be like, hey, put on your mask. And I was just like, I don't have one on me. They're just like, well, you got to put on your mask. I'm like, no, I'll just pay for this stuff and I'll go. And they're just like, no, I need you to put on a mask. I'm like, you don't want me to buy this shit from you in this economy? You really don't want me to buy this?
How long it's taking?
Not
for
if you're
you
not
going to
put your mask on. I'm like, but you touched the shit that I touched, and you're about to touch my money that I'm giving you with no gloves on. But you're worried about me wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I'm 6 feet away from you, for crying out loud, and you're wearing a mask. No, you don't want my money? Cool. I won't buy it. And I'd rather not support your business. And trust me when I say the majority of Americans feel this way now.
Yeah.
We'd rather not support your business than follow these bullshit ass rules anymore that aren't real resolve.
Yeah.
They're not. We've proven this time and time again. These masks are a joke. Your vaccines are a joke.
Yeah, shutdowns, that's the worst thing.
The lockdowns, it doesn't do anything for us. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't resolve anything. Remember 2 weeks to bend the curve?
Yeah.
It's 2 years. We're about to get into our third year. When are you going to open your eyes and say, okay, this? There might be some bullshit happening here in America, right? There might be some control grabbing happening. And I think that's what we're witnessing with all of this stuff.
Those kiosks were outside or inside?
Inside.
Okay, I was going to say.
Well, some of them are outside too, though. Yeah. And so last year when I went to Vegas, there was cops on the streets wearing masks. And if they saw you walking without a mask, they'd be like, put on your mask. And I would just say, oh, I'm drinking. No. And they would just shake their head. Or sometimes they'd follow you and be like, you got to put on your mask. And I'm like, look around, fool. Like, I'm not going to put my mask on when there's all that. You better get some more cops out here, you know? This year, there wasn't a single cop wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's crazy what the differences are like.
But the mandates are everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
No, yeah.
They're putting up, like, it's like what we did at the gym, right? We put up a bunch of COVID readiness stuff. We got sanitation. We got, thermometers to check your temperatures. We've got, spraying. We fog. We do all that stuff. We're COVID ready, but we're not enforcing anything.
Yeah.
I'm never going to make someone wear a mask in the gym, bro. No. It's just not going to happen. And that's what you're seeing around the country. California, Vegas, firsthand experience, but like other places. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
They need people to enforce these rules. Nike's firing all their unvaccinated employees.
Mm-hmm. I saw that
what?
Too. That's wild. And then
Bro, I'm a sneakerhead. And then when I say this, I don't say this lightly. It's not just the little kiosk inside fucking hotels and the casinos in Vegas, bro. I will stop buying fucking Nike shoes right the fuck now. Like, legitimately will.
There's mine. Was it yours too or just mine?
Just that one.
Push it again now?
Yep. I don't know how we're going to beat this. This is just going to be...
Why has it yours turned out?
I don't know. This is going to be what podcasting's like for us guys. So when you watch these episodes, expect about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, the cameras will shut off and then we'll turn them back on and then we'll reintroduce. We'll figure this out eventually. And I'm sure it's just like a Google search away and we just haven't gotten there.
Before we get off topic though, can we just go right back into that? Because I was like...
So it's not... I will stop. Literally, I mean it when I say this. I will stop wearing Nike shoes. If I make the decision to stop supporting Nike, I'll get rid of all my fucking Nikes too.
Okay.
Because I'm that fucking serious about wanting to have an America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that serious about wanting to keep my freedoms in this country. I'm not just going to stop supporting this little fucking kiosk and these little mom and pop shops that want to enforce unconstitutional rules against us.
I was listening to another podcast just today here, and they were talking about, like, okay, they're gonna require that everyone gets vaccinated, and they're gonna fire everybody who's not. Are they gonna make everybody that is touching those shoes get vaccinated?
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
that's perfect, because someone posed the same question, like I think on Instagram somewhere, where they said, if I go to a restaurant and a restaurant says, I want to see your vaccination card before I can serve you, I'm going to say, cool. Can you get the kitchen staff, the chef, the managers, and everybody else to show me their proof of vaccination?
Make sure they're wearing a mask in the back.
But also show me their vaccine cards.
For real.
Because how many places do you think are enforcing this bullshit and not enforcing it on their staff?
Exactly.
I bet a lot.
Well, I want to say, like, imagine you're cooking in a hot kitchen. It's freaking 6 p.m. You're getting slammed. You think those cooks are back there with gloves on? They change their gloves every 10 minutes. They're wearing their mask. They're not sweating. That's absolutely disgusting. I'm not trying to be around that.
It's not. It's just such a... it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Bro. It really doesn't make sense. And I only wanted to bring it up now and talk about it openly because it's who cares at this point?
Yeah.
Who cares? I want people to understand where we stand as a culture. I want people to know that Ill Eagle Culture Brands, H&I Nutrition, Metroflex, we are 1,000% pro-America. We are 1,000% pro-freedom. I am not into this shit that's going on in our country right now. The rest of the world's doing the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what you're seeing is people who are finally standing up and saying enough's enough, man. The support's there. We are the majority. CNN lost 90% of its viewers, bro. 90%. They're down 90%. They are not the majority anymore. They act like it because that's the news that everyone gets their information from. So it looks like the people that are in favor of all this tyrannical bullshit are actually the majority, but they're not. They're the minority.
It's funny. It's actually very funny to see. And then like you see like Biden's approval ratings just dropping every week or whatever.
It's at 32% now, bro.
It's like, how did this happen?
That's not even like that. At that point, at 32%, you should be considered a fucking domestic terrorist.
Yeah, for real.
If you're the president of the United States and that many people hate you,
and you just get
and
to
think
keep
you're
going.
bad for this country, you should be considered a domestic terrorist. There's no way that the rest of the government, the White House administration, bro, and the Senate and everybody, there's no way they're all sitting back watching this Joe Biden guy run this country to the ground, and they're like, man, what a fucking solid president we have.
I mean, let's keep it going.
Look at the data. Like the data's through the roof on this guy. He's legit. He's like,
done so much.
You guys are skewing the numbers, man. You like the best economy, the best job rates, the percentages. Like, no, dummy. When you come from rock bottom, it's always gonna look like a climb, homie.
Yeah, when everything's absolutely closed down for the past 3 months. I mean, it's pretty hard to
Everyone
do
just went back to work, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You didn't fix the fucking workforce.
And with that being said, it's not back to work.
Right,
like, let's be real.
It's not. We're seeing it firsthand. And that's the thing. We see what's really happening as opposed to what we're being told is happening, right? So we're not seeing the economy's doing better. We're not seeing a lack of inflation, especially us in business, right? We see it firsthand what's really going on.
Really bad.
And it's every industry, literally every industry. And the other thing is we're not seeing all of these tyrannical supporters of these fucking rules and mandates that they act like it's the majority of the country. But we're out here in the field, bro.
Yeah.
We're out here in the field. Have you ever ran into someone who's just like, oh my God, you're one of them?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't wear a mask.
Yeah.
You don't have a vaccine. Have you ever ran into anybody? No. And you want to know what else you don't see? You don't see us people who are opposed to this vaccine stuff and the mandates and the masks. I've never gone to anyone and been like, holy shit, you wear a mask?
That's disgusting.
You got your vaccine? Ugh.
No one cares. You do what you want.
It's not the way they're making it look. It really isn't, man. That's why the censorship is there. That's why the president asked the other day for more censorship from social media.
And then they do a lot, like a lot now.
But you know why they need to do that? Because they're losing.
So
they don't want us speaking on it, bro.
This throws a whole nother thing. That's why like the metaverse is a big thing, and I'm interested to tell you some things that I learned.
I would love to hear, because in the beginning I was like, holy shit, this is a bad thing.
It looks scary,
right? and it is I truly believe it's a bad thing. I believe the stage is being set for a completely new world order. I agree 100% with that. I would love to hear what you know about it, and then we'll dive in from there, because this leads right into it. So let's do it.
So I'm not the brightest in this sense yet. I'm gonna do a deep dive. We are really far from having a metaverse. We're far from it. It isn't a bad thing because it's gonna be the new thing. Like the internet was the new thing, and people were like, "This is gonna be bad."
Oh, I remember that.
We're not gonna really understand the difference when it happens, because we're going into it so slowly.
Yeah, we'll transition right into it.
Exactly,
like they did mumble rap to the rap.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be perfect. We're not even gonna really realize it,
and some of us will come to terms and accept it eventually too. Watch.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be a part of it, but I'm not. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just a big change. A big change that's not gonna be. It's going to be hard for people like us to get into, but
and you know how they offset us. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are old. You don't understand."
Yeah, exactly.
It's not your generation.
That's what happens. It happened already.
Yeah,
you know?
it's historically, it's what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a reference for like Fortnite. Fortnite's a super popular game, has been for a really long time, will be for a really long time. And
kids have been living in Fortnite
they
already,
live in
bro.
Fortnite, right?
My kids live in Fortnite already.
Parents will have their credit card on their gaming system, right? And they will buy skins to impress their friends. They'll do all this.
They put celebrities into Fortnite and create events out of it.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, bro. That was my kids did that. It was like an epic thing too.
Exactly.
And I tripped on it when they did. I was like, yo, this is cool. Like,
yeah,
what they're doing, this is futuristic. But then I sat back and I was like, oh wait,
now all games are morphing into that. The new Halo I like to play every once in a while, that has it, like that you can buy skins, you can buy all this stuff to make your character cooler.
Yeah, this is gonna get crazy.
So that's kind of the metaverse in a sense right now. But in the future, when they can make like how Oculus they're gonna have you in the system, like you have that thing glued to your face. Once they can figure out that technology to be more intriguing to people,
it'll be a chip.
Yeah,
they're gonna put a chip in the brain,
or even like
a
sunglass that you can just have in your face, and you can't see the outside world, because they have like the body gloves where you can feel the vibrations and things. But you'll basically just live in the virtual world, and it's gonna be so cool. And that's where like the cryptocurrencies come in, because you can buy things with the cryptocurrencies. But the cool thing about it is with that, there isn't as much like control by the social medias that we currently have, because it's a whole different like web.
Yeah.
So it's Web 3. We're in Web 2 right now, and we're moving to Web 3, which is they don't have control over that yet. The Facebook, the Instagram, they can't. Those are
I think strongly that Facebook and Instagram are already intertwined.
Yeah,
I think those
Twitter
are those are like the lead-ins, bro. Like, here's what's gonna happen: metaverse. Like, so what do we talk about all the time right now? How the real world isn't the real world anymore,
exactly.
Right? Like, look at girls and guys, but look at them on Facebook and Instagram versus in real life. They walk around with no makeup, in pajamas, hair trashy. They don't give a fuck about the reality. They don't even look people in the eye. Yeah, I mean, you name it, bro. They go into public like this now.
Yeah, pajamas.
But then you see them on Instagram, and they would never post a picture of themselves on Instagram without being glammed the fuck up and using filters, because that's the new real world.
Yeah.
Right? And so what metaverse is going to do now is it's going to put those kind of people into a new reality that they want.
Yeah.
So now guess what? You get to be your Instagram profile persona.
Yeah, but we're halfway there.
The fake real life.
Yep.
And that's what metaverse is going to be all about. So like all these people who love this Instagram, social media, like give me likes and hearts and all this crazy shit, and all their approval was from there. The real world, like when they see you in the real world, they're not even going to recognize you.
Yeah, and the thing is you're going to be wanting to spend your money on that, because you already don't care about what you look like right now.
Yeah, but you could be what you want in the metaverse too,
which is what the real world technically is. We're just not doing it.
but it's hard. So they always dumb everything down to make it more appealing to us, right? Yep. They dumb it down to make it more appealing. Hey, tell you what, follow the system, go to school, get an education, go to college, go into crazy debt going to college. But guess what? You're going to make so much money.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Instead of saying, did you know that you can actually be whatever the fuck you want to be without all that false education, without all that particular debt? And you can become anything in the world. Like, no one's ever going to teach us that, bro.
No.
What they'll always do forever is simplify and dumb it down so that it's more attractive to the people who are lazy as fuck, don't want to work for anything, don't want to put in the effort, don't want to try. They're going to say, nah, you go be CEO of your own company and an entrepreneur and have limitless potential. You go do that. That's hard ass shit. You're going to work every day of your fucking life. I'm going to plug in and I'm going to be a fucking superstar tomorrow. So have fun with that. But that's a reality. Why do you think kids get lost in video games right now?
They do.
And I feel strong because I used to be a gamer, bro. I was a kid, right? I grew out of that shit. I can't even function when I try to play games with my kids. I've explained this before. It's just not in me.
We used to spend 12 hours a day gaming.
They
and stuff.
get lost in the games, bro. And I see so many grown men that get lost in the game. And I think there's a pretty good consensus. And I don't want to sound like a dick, but I'm gonna. Most grown ass men who are gamers probably don't have a lot going on in their lives.
I was gonna say,
But this could be offensive, and I don't mean it offensive because I know you're into games. But you're not a fucking lifer gamer.
No.
You're not the kind of dude that plays games all night long and until the early mornings and every single fucking day, and you can't live without it. And oh no, you lost your place in the game, and now you're gonna have a shit fit. And like, I mean, like those dudes. They're they're fucking. They're like winning championship fucking tournaments online that give no reward.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're making money, then I wouldn't. Right. I'm not in it.
But and some people do make money. I'll give them that. But I think that just like anything else, they're limiting who gets to make the money
for sure
for the sake of image, right? So that you'll be inspired. Oh, that guy makes fucking how many millions of dollars a year gaming? That's what I want to do when I get older. So now you have a whole bunch of dudes that envy gamers like they used to envy Jordan. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they used to envy Bo Jackson. Like they used to envy, you know what I mean? Like, and they used to want to try to achieve that status, but that required hard work, that required determination, that required a certain skill set and a mentality to become.
And work.
Yeah, and work. Nowadays, you can wake up, stay in the same position, and become whatever you want to be in the game. And they started making the games get more advanced for that reason. Now, enter the metaverse, and you're talking about an entire world of like a false reality that everybody wants. And the reason why I brought up the social media thing is because Facebook is going to tie right in. And
they're going to eventually. It's just not there
It's
yet.
not even eventually. That's 100% what they're talking about
it's
doing.
It's so weird.
That's why Facebook changed their name to Metaverse, bro. Yeah. It's already ready. Mm-hmm. It's like Bluetooth technology. They gave it to us when they were done with it.
Well,
you know what I mean? They gave it to us when they were done figuring it out, when they mastered it. They understood this alien technology that never existed. They gave it to us when it was done with. Metaverse is the same thing. They've been running this behind the scenes for who knows how long now, preparing to release it. They've mastered it. They know everything about it. Now they got to stage it and make it look like, ooh, we're having all these, revelations and all this, newfound technology, and we're just going to start implementing. No, they've been knowing, and they have a timeline of how they're going to release everything and what they're going to do. I'm certain of that.
Honestly, like the Wii is kind of the introduction to that, where you have the sticks as hands,
where it became
you can
physical.
Control it. Yeah,
it became physical,
and then they added the Oculus, and that's where we're at now, kind of. But now we have bodysuits too that now you can feel the vibrations.
Bro, go to Vegas. They have virtual reality fucking stores there with like full body everything in machines. You name it, bro.
Exactly. In NBA, you can have like you can go to your shop and like buy
Why do you
stuff
think
for your
it goes
character.
to places like a Vegas first though? Because everybody's incoherent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're
you don't get to logicize it or process it the way a normal person would when they're like in your sober mind, you're gonna look at that and be like, I mean, that seems cool, but man, that could be dangerous,
and
right?
You're there for the attractions. Most people,
it looks like fun and entertainment, and when you see those people doing it and enjoying the shit out of it, you're intrigued and you want to try it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like, it's such a game. It's such a game. It's just such a crazy like place that we're in. But the metaverse is gonna get scary because what they're promoting it to be like is, in my opinion, dangerous.
Yeah, it feels like we're gonna just be non-existent in real life time. Like
we will be,
and that's uncomfortable because I can't.
We'll probably start eating through feeding tubes so that we can sit in the metaverse longer.
Like I have a hard time even like running my Instagram. Like I don't put filters on it. I just like throw it up.
It's hard. Now,
I'm like,
yeah, it's hard.
Like, what should I write?
Especially lately, I've struggled with it a lot because I'm so opposed to what the direction that we're headed. In the same breath, and this is like a fine line, I think that we could really get left behind if we don't adapt at some point to some level of it, right? Some degree. Like you won't be able to be in business anymore at some point if you're not using the metaverse. You know what I mean?
It's gonna
People
happen.
are gonna go and become millionaires through the metaverse, through NFTs and fucking, building metaverse businesses and stuff. So like go build a gym in the metaverse, bro, right? And you could be the dopest gym in the metaverse and everyone wants to come to your gym. And guess what? In the metaverse, you can just fucking transport yourself into that gym. You don't actually have to live in that region, so to speak. You can just say, hey, I train at this gym in fucking Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah.
And that's where I go to get my workouts in because they have a cool ass gym.
I'm gonna bench like 405 in that one. I swear to God. Bro,
in the metaverse, I'm gonna bench like a grand. For reps,
easy.
This is lightweight.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's just the reality of it. I think there's some things, and I'm very as honest as I can. But there are some things that, as much as we hate, we'll have to just get on board with.
Yeah.
And it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the system. You know what I mean? they understand the human race, bro. They know, and whoever they are, I don't know. I don't even
know,
maybe
yeah.
they aren't even human, homie.
Yeah.
Like I know I sound crazy, but I strongly believe that there's some shit going on in the world powers or the world leaders. I don't think it's just human beings running the show.
No, I don't know.
Look at the technology we have. We didn't just make this shit up.
It's very advanced.
We didn't stumble upon it and be like, you know what we could do with this. No, man. We have made contact with some other kind of life form or something. And when I say alien, I'm not talking about like extraterrestrial ET
Green guy
looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Alien could just be another fucking human race, bro. It could be someone from a parallel universe for all we know. Time travel could be real. I mean, if you think as far back as Tesla, he supposedly discovered time travel.
Yeah.
And then he was killed.
How do you feel? Sorry to sidetrack,
No,
but the NFTs, how celebrities are posting, or like a ton of celebrities have changed their Instagram pictures or whatever to like different NFTs and stuff.
It's the driving force.
Yeah,
they're using the celebrities like they did politically, right? So think about. So I always say this, man, and people loved Trump in the 90s, especially rappers, right? Which dominantly black race.
Oh, Mac Miller though, yeah. That's my boy.
Okay, he's cool. But but still, they thought he was a pimp. He was filthy rich, and he had all the women he could ever want. It didn't matter that he messed with prostitutes or any of that shit.
He did what he wanted, yeah.
And he was in a bunch of rap videos, and you could always see him hanging out with rap celebrities and shit like that. They praised this guy, right? Then when politics got involved with Trump's life, it was like they were told, "Hey, he's racist. Go make it happen." And so everyone turned on him and started saying he was racist, he was this. There was really no ever proof of it. It just was a bunch of high-profile people, celebrities and politicians that were telling everyone this, and everyone bought the narrative. Same thing with the NFT things. The reason why all the celebrities and everybody's fucking doing it is because they're selling us the fucking narrative.
Yeah.
As long as they're on board, guess who's going to follow? Who do we worship in this country, bro? Or in this world? We worship celebrities. We worship Hollywood. We worship rappers, right? We worship performers. Like, this is what we do in this world. So they use those people as the tools. If they do it first, everyone will follow.
Yeah, but then you have like the celebrities creating their own NFTs, which they probably don't even know what they're doing. And then
you really think fucking Snoop Dogg and everybody knows what the fuck NFTs are, bro?
He's like, okay, no, he's got a team that he throws out, and they're like, here, we should do this. This is going to make you some quick money.
This person just bought a $400,000 NFT of himself. No, he didn't. You gave it to him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to spend $500,000 on no fucking NFT. Like, you told him, trust me, it'll be worth a lot of money. You'll be able to sell it back off for millions of dollars. All we need you to do is take it for free, promote it like you're into it, like you love it, and like it's the wave.
Yeah.
And they do that. And then I guarantee, like Eminem's his NFT he bought, the lazy monkey or whatever the fuck it is.
That looks sort of like
they say he paid $400,000 for it. He's gonna sell that for millions.
Yeah.
And that's how he's gonna be compensated for pushing the agenda.
Well, and
this is how they create, bro. They use celebrities and people of status to influence the rest of us.
And that it also means that they're in cryptocurrency, because that's how you buy NFTs. And I don't want to say some people aren't smart enough to fully understand it,
but they are.
They are. Like, and especially people that get money quick and easy. They're not smart enough. Some of them aren't smart enough to understand that.
I was in that game.
Yeah.
At a pretty good level. There's not a lot of intelligent motherfuckers in that game.
Yeah, I mean,
there's really not.
It's the same with athletes,
and
too.
You have to be a certain kind of person to stay in the game for that long of a period of time as well. And you don't get smarter being dumb.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt about when I was in the rap game, bro. And people can take this however the fuck they want. I mean, I really came from the streets. I really came from this like lifestyle where people become rappers and they do all, like I came from that shit, bro. It wasn't it.
Yeah.
It wasn't it. At some point you have to accept you're going to be a dumb ass pawn, and you're going to portray an image that leads people into more self-destruction.
Yeah.
And guess who that people is? Us, minorities. Right? Now we're getting all, the white dudes and everybody are big fans of hip hop, and they're following suit, and they love the gang shit. They love the drug talk. They love the bitch talk. They love, they love all that shit. They love the slang. They're all saying the word now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just become this like accepted thing that used to be so taboo for other cultures. Now is completely accepted. And if you pay attention, everyone that's fallen in line has been dumbed down all the way, bro.
For sure.
Everyone's the same. Rap used to have like eclecticity.
Yeah.
Now they're all the same. Everyone dresses the same. Everyone raps the same. Everyone talks about the exact same shit. Yeah. Everyone's wearing fucking feminine attire. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's become a cultural thing to do, and everyone's just like, oh, accept it, or you're a whatever, you know? And it's just like, no, I just have an opinion, and I think that's fucking stupid. But what do I know?
Yeah,
I'm only bred in the streets. You're fucking imitating the streets. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't know shit, but whatever. But this is how it works, bro. This is what we're seeing systematically orchestrated tensions and drama and dumbing down of society is all purposeful in my conspiracy minded theory. And I own the fuck out of that shit because, bro, everything that I used to feel like a dumbass for saying while people were attacking me, I no longer feel that way. I'm waiting for apologies. And I'm pointing at
it. Probably won't get them.
Oh, I know I won't. I know I won't, bro. They're gonna credit CNN for letting them know.
Yeah. Well, now they actually said it, so that's why.
Now it's true. But back then, you were a fucking idiot for saying it. It's just like, oh, okay.
It wasn't like that 6 months ago.
Just like the Ghislaine Maxwell shit, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was saying it was all conspiracy theory, that high authorities were involved in this, the Clintons and everyone else, and Prince Andrew. They just fucking stripped him of his throne. Mm-hmm. The Queen took away all of his military power and rule and leadership because now he has to face those allegations in America as a civilian, not as a royal member.
That's crazy.
That's not a conspiracy theory anymore, homie.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, everyone was like, you guys are fucking weird. All you QAnon people and all this and that. Don't get me wrong. QAnon's a bunch of fucking weirdos. But there's a lot of real shit mixed in there, bro. I think that they infiltrated and made QAnon to make people look stupid. And they took the real conspiracy stuff that was in there and mixed it with a bunch of weirdo shit so that they could be like, you guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is 90% of the shit that was in those conspiracy theories has happened to date. And this whole Prince Andrew thing is a very defining fucking situation.
Yeah.
He was stripped by the Queen of his fucking royal power so that he can face these allegations in court as a civilian, bro.
Something's gonna happen though. I mean, that can't happen.
I mean, he'll get suicided or something. You know, they'll kill him so that he can't smear the fucking name. And then after he's dead, they'll just be like, whatever. They'll wash their hands of it and they'll make it look like it was never even true to begin with.
Even though
he committed suicide over it.
And there's a ton of other high profile.
They're gonna make him the
victim.
victim.
Should be going after.
Well, the Clintons.
Yeah. So,
God, I hope they don't kill me.
Yeah.
But the Clintons, bro, they're involved.
Say this guy got 50 views on.
But we sweep it all under the rug and shit, you know, and it's just like, it's so weird. But it's all coming true, man. The reason why I want to talk like this is because there's so much to cover, bro. We live in crazy, crazy times. Yeah. Unprecedented things are happening in this country, in the world, and it's all being suppressed too.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying this. This information can only be found on conspiracy theory pages and websites.
Yeah, I mean, and if
that's a problem,
people should just open their eyes just a little more.
You can show people video evidence and documents, legal, factual, government documents of some of these conspiracy theories that we talk about. And they'll be like, I'm not going to go look at that. You got that from a conspiracy theory page. And it's just like, I know, but it's actually a video of Joe Biden saying black people are this or that, and they're bad and they shouldn't be mixed with white kids. It's like actually a video of him saying it in the house. And they're just like, you got that from a conspiracy page, bro. I'm not going to pay attention to that shit. I'm just like, no, I know, I get it. You don't like conspiracy theories, but it's Joe Biden actually saying it on video, bro. Oh, people can edit shit. I'm just like, all right, I give up.
Okay.
I give up. Yeah. You're doomed. You're doomed. I'll go down fighting.
Yeah.
You're going to go down as a fucking slave.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going to end for most people. And you know, where we're headed now, it's so confusing, bro, because they're ramping up on the COVID stuff.
It's weird.
Yeah, they're ramping up on it, on the less aggressive and abrasive new strains of viruses that are coming.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to lock us down again.
Yeah, they did it in Canada already, and that's what I find very odd because it's like
they're arresting people in Australia and putting them in camps.
Yeah, Australia's been crazy,
camps, bro.
Australia,
did you see my shit I posted about Murray Calcutt?
No.
You remember that the Scotsman that came here for the competition?
No, I saw that. I watched his video too.
Yeah. So this guy's really big on the shit that I'm talking about. He's also really into universal energy and all that stuff. Like he's been having some inward experiences and finding himself.
That was a very interesting video.
Yeah,
it's true.
But is it true? So that's one thing I wanted to know.
I don't know.
I was expecting someone. I should probably just reach out to Tom in general. But I was expecting someone to comment and be like, no way, bro, you know, like how many IFBB pros are we friends with and that follow us and know us? Nobody said shit. And so it makes me wonder, did they all go to confirm and they're waiting to find out or what? Because he seemed pretty serious.
I wonder if it was just because he has to travel, like in order to get.
In order for him to compete, though, he has to. He said
that's what he did say.
He said the IFBB is mandating that we be vaccinated in order to compete.
He did say that.
Not that hey, you have to be if you're a pro. They're just saying, hey, if you want to compete, you're going to have to start showing proof of vaccination. If that's true, goodbye to the IFBB. And I'm going to be completely honest, I will no longer support that industry.
Oh, for sure.
Not that it matters to the industry. I ain't shit.
I'm going natural bodybuilding.
Yeah, but I'm just not going to support that industry anymore, bro. I can't.
For sure.
I can't, just like I won't support Nike anymore, and I'm a fucking huge supporter of Nike, bro.
Yeah.
But there's just some fucking
you have to sell your shoe collection.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, bro. I'm okay with that. Honestly, I can get a lot of money for my shoe collection. But I'm that serious about my patriotism, if you will.
Yeah.
I love this country, bro. This country allowed a bum like me from the streets of California who grew up in poverty, whose mom was a drug dealer, whose dad was a gang member, who was in a drug user. Like I'm an anomaly in a country that allowed me to be free enough to do what the fuck I needed to do as long as I was willing to work for it. And I'll stand behind that theory for the rest of my fucking life. So there's no better place to live. I've traveled the world, and this is the greatest, or was the greatest country in the world. Promise you, regardless of what anyone thinks or says or has heard, we have it here, bro.
Yeah,
we have it here, and we're losing it. We're losing it fucking fast.
Yeah,
and if we don't start standing up for something, man, we're in trouble. And if the least that I can do is not support anti-American companies and their ways, then so be it. Yeah. And my hopes is that we are the majority and that people understand our patriotism at our companies, at our brands, and that we get the overwhelming support because we stand behind American ways.
Well, I mean, you see these big businesses thriving at this time, like, and then there's tons of small businesses crumbling. So it's like, why do you want to keep feeding Amazon more money?
Right.
Well, like, it's convenient to be able to have your stuff shipped to you in 2 days.
Is it?
But like, no, it's not. I hate it.
Shit.
I'd rather have stuff right away.
It's shitty shit though.
No, yeah,
everything's coming from China right now, and it's all garbage crap, bro. Like it's all fake, falsified images. We used to be able to sue people for bait and switch.
Yeah.
What Amazon does is bait and switch, bro. If you see something on their fucking site and you're like, yo, that looks fucking dope, and you watch the little video that shows you how it works, you're like, that's dope. Then you get it, and it's like the biggest piece of shit, fucking just styrofoam, please. Like, and you're just like, well, this is not at all. That's bait and switch, homie. Like that's completely illegal.
Speaking of like supplements, I don't know if and I won't say any brands, but like since I see all the supplements all the time, and I get certain supplements, and I know they're on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, let me take a look at this, because somebody's like, oh, I want this.
Yeah.
And I have it on the shelf as well. I look at the back, they're not the same.
Yeah.
Like that's an issue. That shouldn't be the case. And and I don't think that's Amazon's fault, but I do think Amazon and Walmart, the people that are carrying those brands,
that are buying all these businesses up.
Yeah, these companies are giving them a different, weaker product that they can sell it at a different rate, basically.
Maybe. Okay. I think that would cost them a lot of money to not do it across the board, to have two.
Yeah.
So it's either we're being lied to or they're being lied to.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're having two.
Well, if they can half the product.
Well, but you can't. The manufacturing doesn't exist. The supply isn't there to play that game.
That's
right.
True.
So I think they're just manipulating the specs more so than the ingredient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're telling us it's this or that, and maybe it really isn't.
It really isn't.
Yeah. Because again, none of it's FDA approved. Or,
nothing needs to be looked over.
Yeah.
Or anything.
I mean, everything. Some stuff they should have. What do they call it? The three
parties,
3-party testing, and all that shit.
Third party testing.
Or third party testing, but nobody has to.
Yeah.
necessarily do that.
I mean,
so many get away with it. I mean, look at like SARMs alone, bro. SARMs, they fly under the radar for all kinds of shit they're not supposed to do. So who's to say? I don't know.
I mean, company could get shut down and they got a new name next week.
Yep, I've gotten like certain vitamins and stuff in the past that had come from Amazon that were different. Like as far as, you know, from one bottle to the next bottle, I looked at the fucking ingredient profiles and I'm like, why are these different? This one has more, you know, milligrams than this one does, and that's weird, but they're the exact same product. And so I've seen that come from Amazon, both options. Yeah, not like I got one directly from the vendor and one from Amazon and they were different. Like both times from Amazon where they were still different.
Yeah, from each other.
Same product though, bro, but just a little different profile.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
It is weird, and I feel like it shouldn't be allowed. But Amazon does everything that's not allowed, including all of the fucking business they do with China.
And with that being said, from the main topic, we need to focus on making sure our local businesses are able to stay alive during this time. Like we're watching our own people crumble and our own communities crumble because we want to get our stuff in 2 days. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Like because we don't want to pay a couple extra bucks, you know,
for real. Like,
but I'm okay with. I want that, man. Like I've been saying it, even just for our food supply. Yeah, let's go to the local meat markets here and buy our meat from them, because who eats more meat than us in this industry, bro?
It's a lot.
We eat all the motherfucking meat. You know what I mean? And we're buying it from fucking Walmart and Sam's Club and Costco's and shit, and they're all the same fucking entities, bro. Yeah. They're all the big corporate America BS, and they're giving us fucking steroid fed, you know, fucking foods and fake meats and all that crazy shit. And it's just like, look, small business is going to crumble because of these guys. We're seeing it in the supplement industry, bro. Walmart and Amazon are buying up everything directly from vendors at prices that we get product
Getting exclusivity deals and stuff like that. It's outrageous.
Exclusivities, yeah. So that to me is intentional destruction of small business.
For sure.
100% intentional. If what I buy the product from let's just say we'll just call a fake company Protein America, okay? If I buy some supplements from Protein America at a wholesale cost of, let's just say $25 a jug of protein, and Amazon or Sam's Club and Walmart go to that company and they get it in their stores and they're selling it for $25 a jug. Yeah. You know for a fact you just fucked over every small business in America. And as the primary company, as Protein America or whatever I said the name of the company is, you are the piece of shit.
For real.
Because you know damn well you sell it otherwise to the ones that have kept you alive for the past who knows how many fucking years. The middleman, the supplement stores, the vendors. We have kept you guys in business for so many years as a culture of businesses. You know how much you sell that shit to all of us for. Yeah. So when you get the big deal with Walmart and they offer you millions of dollars for exclusivities, but you got to drop the price point to ridiculous fucking numbers. Yeah. You just fucked over small business America.
And it's crazy because then that means Walmart's getting it for what, $10.99, $15.99?
Well, you know what? You want to know what the worst part is? These people probably aren't actually making that much money off it either. Yeah. They just think, oh my God, Walmart's going to buy millions of units.
Yeah, they'll have so much. Yeah.
But they're going to give it to them for fucking, they're going to have a margin of like 2%. Yep. And they do the math and they're like, yeah, but we'll still make millions. Yeah, but in the long run, what? Yeah. When you can only get everything from one source, that source is not going to be able to carry everything. Yep. So what happens now when there's no more no more third-party supplement stores? We're all gone. We've been eliminated because of your big corporate business dealings, right? Yeah. And now Walmart says, okay, cool, but we don't have enough room for on the shelves for all you motherfuckers. Yeah. So now who's going to give us an even better deal to stay on our shelves? So now that vendor is not going to make any fucking money. You know what Walmart's going to do?
They're going to push them right out.
They're going to buy them out.
Yeah, that's true.
Sam's Club, they carry everybody's product for a period of time and then they make their own. They duplicate it. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Sam's Club's going to buy these vendors' products. They're going to find the best one. They're going to recreate it under their branding, Kirkland or some crazy shit like that. And they're going to stop selling that one and then put up something that looks very similar to what they used to sell. They're going to have, instead of Diamatize, it's going to be Diamond Ice protein, or some shit like that. It's going to be the exact same profile as what Dymatize made, but they spent the last few years milking Dymatize for their ingredient profiles. Then they're going to tell Dymatize, fuck off. Now that you don't have any more vendors, we don't need you either. We've recreated your product under our name and we're making 100%
way cheaper
profit.
too. Yeah. And they don't make it the same though. They make it worse.
Yeah. Of course,
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper. And they've got all the manufacturing power to do that because they're all working with China and everybody else, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Target
crazy.
is like Good and Gather is their brand. They have a product for everything. It's crazy. And I saying that, it makes me understand I probably should not buy any more Good and Gather stuff.
Yeah, Deion. We're all guilty of it, man. We really are. Identifying that we're guilty of it and then trying to find ways to stop doing that, I think, is the key. And the people who identify it and go, you know what, I don't want to do that. Those are the ones that are going to be all right, I think. Yeah. Like me having a conversation with my wife and saying, look, I'm not trying to buy no more fucking Walmart chicken and ground beef and ground turkey and shit, or Sam's Club, or like, I know it's probably going to be a little more expensive, but I'd rather go support John and Wayne Meats. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's local business. That guy's a real dude in our community that runs that shit. He's a huge local business supporter himself. So that's who I want to fuck with. That's who I want to give my hard-earned money to, because that guy stands behind America. Walmart doesn't. Sam's Club doesn't. Did they make things convenient for us? Yes. Did they make things easy for us? Yes. Do they provide a lot of jobs in America? Yes. Yeah. Absolutely, I'll give them that. For sure. But they also want to destroy America. And if you can't see that, you're not paying attention.
Well, and the thing is like, they create a lot of jobs because a lot of people go to them. If we could have these small businesses have a lot of people go to them, there'll
be jobs for everybody still.
Yeah. Yep. They will have to expand. Say people came and bought our supplements and we had no stock and we had an excess of money. We're going to build another supplement shop.
Absolutely.
Like it's that simple. Yeah. It's just.
It seems like an agenda, and all of this stuff ties together, right? Everything we talk about, the government control, the mandates, the tyranny that's going on in our government, the false idols of celebrities and all that stuff, the vaccines, the metaverse, all of this, it's all ties in together, bro.
Too much.
The climate change, weather manipulation.
This is the weirdest winter we've had, and we say that every year, but it seems to just get weirder and weirder.
And I think it's the push for climate change that we're seeing it. But until we truly, truly know what's going on and understand, I think it'll always be this way. Yes, we're more aware. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're more heightened to understanding what's going on because of social media. Because you can discover something now, type it into your phone, send it to a bunch of people within seconds. They'll send it to a bunch of people within seconds. Next, millions of people know something that 15 years ago would have took months to spread around to half the amount of people.
Yeah, and it probably gets shut down eventually quick. So it's
it always, trails off and the story changes and, but like this with the internet and with social media, which clearly was orchestrated to be what it is today. Yeah. We're doomed, man, for sure. It's a crazy time. And I know this whole episode probably sounds like the biggest conspiracy theory fucking episode. It
wasn't bad. I thought that was good.
But it's just opinion, man. And we're not saying this is right. I'm not even 100% sure I'm accurate across the board on everything that I see and understand. What I will say is that I'm 100% sure we can't trust our government today as it stands right now. I don't trust our government. Yeah. The things that they're implementing, the rules that they're making, and the way they're trying to explain and justify why they're doing it don't add up.
Don't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense. And the support that they're putting in areas instead of our own country, when we're in this kind of turmoil, doesn't add up. Yeah, doesn't add up.
Dependency we have on China is weird.
Any other country be benefiting from us in the kind of debt that we are already, and in the hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars, and we're looking over here going, "Hey guys, I could help you out with your poverty problem if you vote for me next year, but we're gonna wait until you vote." So hang in there, suckers. You know what I mean? Hang in there. Yeah. You little brown and black people, just wait for us to give the order. And when we need you, we'll use you. Yeah. And we'll make you a bunch of broken fucking promises. But we're going to make you feel good because you know what? We're going to give you more welfare money.
See, maybe this is the issue, though. Maybe he's going to swoop in these last couple of years and use the things that he didn't do and promised he would do to do at the end, and so they're fresh on our minds when it's time to vote.
Would that make you feel better?
Not me personally, because I
shouldn't make anybody feel better though, right? Like, but you're not right. That's probably what's gonna fucking happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like at the last second, they're gonna say, "Fuck it, give them all that shit that we promised," so it looks good on our part, and we can say we finally did it. Because I feel like Trump kind of did that on his way out.
Definitely,
just threw it all on the table. It's like, here you go, here you go, here you go.
But he didn't take credit for things that he could have, like the vaccine. He should have took more credit for. Like,
look, man, I don't think he's anybody. I don't think he's the savior. I don't think he's none of that shit. I truly believe at this point he's controlled opposition unless something were to happen today. Because making us wait a certain period of time to say, look, I'll just come back to the drawing board, even though I fed you guys a whole bunch of shit and gave you all this false hope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come back in 4 years and we're gonna fuck some shit up. Like, dude, 4 years. We're it's 2 years in and we're almost fucked.
Yeah, and he's a money man too. So it's like, I don't know.
And look, man, like all the while this is all going on, if you've followed anything Trump was doing, like I signed up for Trump and Biden's websites because I wanted to get informed of what was going on both sides of the party while I was making my decisions. They're still campaigning. They're still sending text messages and emails like, we need your money. We need your money. Are you going to, we'll double the money. We'll 10 times the amount that you donate. We'll match it and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, dude, the country's falling apart and everyone's fucking broke and we're hurting. And you promised that you were going to save this country and you want what?
Yeah.
How much of my money? Like, I don't know, man. It's all looking like controlled opposition. I don't think there's really anyone who in our government or who's in power right now who is opposed to what's going on. I think they're all in on it.
Yeah.
I think the stage was set long before it went down, and everyone was preparing themselves to go through what they're going through right now in terms of their leadership, in terms of their governing, in terms of their politics. It's all stage.
Yeah. And I'm
Fauci.
That is, I don't even want to talk about him, dude.
Everything that they've brought out on him and all the shit that they've shown that he's lied factually and that he's covered up and how he's lied in Congress. And he's still on fucking national television saying, wear your mask,
and just giving out information as he's like, he's killed people.
Millions.
He's killed people. That's like
millions.
Sickening.
He's not just here for America, bro. He's speaking on behalf of the World Health Organization, on behalf of fucking NIH. So like the world is listening to this recommendations and advice from this guy, bro. He's killed millions.
That's the worst part about it.
And he's not faced anything.
Yeah.
Other than a little ridicule.
Well, he's not even worried. That's the thing. No. Like he's not worried about any of it.
He's being grilled at the Senate by these senators who are saying, you lied, you killed people, you're responsible, and you need to pay, you need to be arrested, you need to, and he's just like, ha, 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 ha.
It's funny watching those kind of.
But he's just like laughing at them up there, bro.
Like he doesn't say anything useful.
Crazy. Yeah, like he's just laughing at them because he knows he's untouchable
for sure.
He knows that he's all of them feel that way right now.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be that confident if Trump and this big committee that he has, the military all behind him, and that they've claimed over QAnon conspiracies and all that. If that was all true, none of these people would be in their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know why they're all in their comfort zone? Because they genuinely know they got nothing to fear right now.
Yeah.
They genuinely know that.
That's the crazy thing. Is
they're building a prefab wall around the White House right now. Nobody knows why. A concrete prefab wall is bordering around the White House as we speak. In fact, the first day it was announced and people were showing pictures of it going up, they also said all the live feeds to the White House were shut off.
Weird.
Yeah. But nobody knows why. There's all kinds of speculation and, conspiracy theorists are jumping in saying it's this and that. Nobody knows. And, so many things like this keep happening and we never hear any reasoning because they don't tell us. They don't have to. They can keep us speculating and they win.
Yeah. So in the comments, drop below where you think we could move to be safe. That's what we're looking for. The battery's like, it says it's red right now. Yeah, so drop in the comments below where I should move in the next 10 years. Well, we'll say 3. Be safe. So
if you're gonna move, like, so it's worse in other countries.
I was gonna say, yeah.
This is still the best place. Am I really saying that? This is still the best place to live. Unfortunately, yeah. I can't imagine going anywhere else right now, even though it sucks here.
I feel like Dubai can't be that bad.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't have enough money to be there either, so that wouldn't go well.
Just move there, you'll make that kind of money.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what people don't understand.
Figure out a way.
Yeah, you once you adapt to your environment, you become that environment, right? So like, yeah, there's a lot of rich people in Dubai, but fuck, if you want to be filthy rich and you have the ability to up and move,
That's true.
what better place to go become?
Well, and you're willing
Plus,
to do
a motherfucker
some stuff.
like me, I could go to Dubai and make friends with all kinds of
That's
world
true.
motherfuckers.
That's what I'm thinking.
Being cool with everybody, bro.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm a fucking millionaire by way of fucking relationships.
For real.
That's how it works.
That's what I would do,
Those
too.
motherfuckers gift their friends billions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you want to talk money, bro? But Dubai is money.
Maybe that.
You know what?
That's
Let's
it.
fucking
Don't
go
drop
to
it in the comments.
Hey guys, we'll see you later. No comments. We're out.
We'll be doing a podcast from Dubai in the sands.
Straight up, man. But nah, it's just, you know what? Crazy world. Definitely crazy in America. It's kind of scary. I'm not sure what to believe and who to trust anymore.
For sure.
We're in a really bad situation, and I think it's time for us to stand our fucking ground, man. We speak up, share what you know, be confident about what you know and understand, and share, put your opinion out there, man. Stand your ground now. I feel like it's super important that we do that, bro. Like, I'm pretty fucking scared.
Yeah.
I got kids, homie. I don't know what their future is gonna look like, and I won't be here for all of it.
Yeah.
So like, I'm concerned.
It definitely is a.
The school system is corrupt. The politics are corrupt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everything is corrupt. You know, but worst of all, we as people have been corrupted by them.
Mm-hmm.
We're divided. We're 100% divided. In your own family, you're divided with people. In my own family, I'm divided with people. It's like that for everybody.
It is.
Households have been divided. We're in a bad place.
Yeah.
I don't know how this makes anybody else feel, but it scares the shit out of me. It definitely is cause for concern for anybody that actually gives a fuck. And then the rest of you that are just running around with your heads cut off, not caring, or because you're too young and you think it don't fucking matter, man, just wait.
Yeah. I mean, in the aspect of business, it's definitely a very scary thing. People can lose their jobs, you know, and that's,
if you want to be a slave for the rest of your life, ignore it.
Yeah.
Because when you no longer have the ability to have local businesses and small businesses and entrepreneurs and all that shit, which that's what they're trying to fast track, I believe.
Yeah.
When that ability no longer exists, we're all slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They will feed us, they will clothe us, they will house us, or they will arrest us and put us in camps like they're starting to do in the rest of the country. But at some point, if things don't change, the unvaccinated will become the enemy. We will be arrested and put into camps to quarantine us from everybody. They will destroy our lives. They will stop our ability to function in society as normal human beings for not being vaccinated.
Yeah.
You see it already happening. St. Paul just implemented it in a short measure, but it's happening. California has been implemented it. Australia, Canada, New York. A passport to eat. The politicians are going on TV and saying the unvaccinated should not be allowed to enjoy life like the rest of us.
This is going to be an awful Christmas holiday season for the people that are unvaccinated. That's the most.
How many
wild
people did
thing
you
to
kill
say.
over Christmas?
I would have to say 0.
Did you die?
No.
Clearly, I mean, yeah.
And I didn't get any COVID either, so that was crazy.
But getting COVID is one thing. Dying is another.
Yeah, but I mean, even to get COVID, you still have to go through being sick, and that's unfortunate. No one wants to be sick.
But no one gave a fuck about being sick before they called it COVID, bro.
Yeah,
when
that's
motherfuckers
true.
got the flu, nobody was scared for their life.
Yeah.
Nobody. When people got a cold, nobody was scared for their life.
Yeah, and I mean...
And you know what we did when we got them? We took medicine.
Yeah, just like normal.
Yeah. You know what people did to avoid being sick? They built their immune systems. They exercised. They ate healthy.
Yeah.
They got their fluids in. They got their sunlight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For this particular illness that has all the same elements of every other sickness we've ever known.
Switch up what we're doing completely.
Yeah, we completely flipped the world upside down over it, and that just doesn't add up to me. So
yeah,
take it how you want. Call us what you want to call us. It's just our opinion, and I stand by my opinion 100%. I'm not necessarily willing to argue with anybody, but I'm totally down to hear your version and your logic. I've probably researched myself in that direction enough to know that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore if you disagree with half the stuff I say. But again, my opinion. I'm no expert. Yeah. I'm definitely not a doctor. I'm definitely not a scientist. But if I was, I would still be treated the same way for saying what I'm saying today. So it doesn't really fucking matter if you're a scientist or a doctor or none of that bullshit anymore, because the ones that are scientists and doctors that have come out have been canceled.
Shut down, yeah.
They've been shut up. They've been fired. They've been barred and banned and, you know what I mean, removed from positions, bro, and removed from social media and all that shit, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And the only way to stop it is to actually fucking stop it.
Yeah, I mean, and for myself, and John said it the best. Like, I mean, I don't deep dive research into these things, but I do understand. Like, I can see, right? My eyes are open.
Yeah.
And I'm paying attention to what's going on in the sense, like, when I see an article, I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna just look at the title, you know.
Yeah.
And with that being said, do what you want. Like, I don't care if you get vaccinated.
See, I don't hate
like,
on nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like what you're saying. I'm not mad at you for doing it. We should
all try and stop what's going on. If you can't see that we're being pushed down and they're trying to make us depend on them more and more, then you got an issue.
Yeah.
You know, like and we need to make it so that these people that are being pushed down, if you're not one of them, say you're I'm making money, I don't care.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that this doesn't happen to these people, because it's only going to make them depend on the government more. So
So I'll end it on this note, because I can tell we're nearing the end of this here. There's a guy I follow on Instagram. He's a very famous chiropractor amongst like MMA fighters. You might heard of him. I think it's Dr. Bo Hightower or something like that. He's very in support of the vaccines. He's gotten the vaccines. He advocates for them. He's done a lot of extensive research on them to help clear up some understanding and stuff. So he's pro-vaccine. He's also pro-America and pro-freedom.
Yeah.
And he did a post. I posted this video. I don't know if you watched that Joe Rogan video I posted.
No, that was today too. I didn't see that one yet.
You got to watch it. It's like a 3-minute video or some shit, or maybe 7. I can't remember. But it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's powerful and it's eye opening. He posted it and he even said, you know, they're trying to cancel Joe Rogan right now.
Oh yeah, they keep trying, but he's got that Spotify
but
deal.
No, they're going after him. They're going after Spotify right now, saying cancel Joe Rogan or else.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Government
get caught
is
first.
doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Right. So this guy though, he says, look, man, I don't have the same opinion that Joe Rogan has on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but if there's one thing that I do agree is that silencing people's opinions is dangerous. Yeah. Removing and canceling people because of their opinion is dangerous. We are supposed to have this freedom. Everyone should have the freedom to pick and choose what they want to say and believe. And if we allow this cancel culture and this government takeover of society and how we function in society to take place, it's over. Mm-hmm. He won't be able to support any more than we will be able to oppose. You will only be given one option, and it's going to come down to essentially life or death.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the end result, it'll be a life or death decision we're making, not a matter of right or wrong or freedom or not freedom or, you know, facts or not facts. It's going to be like it always has been. We give power, they want more. Mm-hmm. We relent power, they want more. We relent power. It's historically known. This was the first test of what a free nation looks like. America was. Mm-hmm. Every other nation in the world has been ruled by some kind of communist dictatorship, except for this one.
Yeah.
It went really well. The test went really well, and they don't like it. So now they're going to end it. That's the goal. They're going to end America as we know it. They're not going to destroy us as, you know, they're not, maybe some people.
Yeah.
They're going to kill us all, but some, yes. But we won't be this America anymore.
Yeah.
That's the end goal.
Yeah, I mean, we've changed
It's
so
dangerous.
much already too.
It's dangerous.
So.
We'll never go back to normal.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. We're going to navigate our way back into some kind of normalcy, but it won't be the normal we knew 2 years ago.
No.
Promise.
I don't even remember what that was like.
It's hard. Our kids are normalized to things that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a whole nother hour of podcasting though.
Yeah, this was fun though.
It was. It felt good to just be free to conversate and talk a little bit and not really be on any particular subject matter, but just kind of, once again, everything we did discuss, and it was an array of things all tied into the same.
That was good. And it was like pretty, yeah.
So good luck.
Yeah. Have fun, guys.
Good luck out there, America. We're nobody and we're just giving our opinion, as we said, but man, we all got to start opening our eyes and wanting to have a real opinion, not just an opinion that we were told to have. So I hope people start waking the fuck up to that and really do some extensive research. And you know what? Stop fucking with mainstream media for the sake of being able to say that we are certifiably fucking stupid human beings who believe what we believe.
Yeah.
Go to those conspiracy theory pages on Instagram and Facebook, on TikTok. Go to those conspiracy theory websites. Research that information. You want to have a real debate, research that side. You know what I mean? A Christian would never debate with someone about the Quran if they didn't read the Quran, and vice versa. So if you want it to be a real argument with some real grounds, learn both sides. I'm convinced that if people who don't do the research on the opposite side right now, like the side that we trust in, the side that's being dubbed as conspiracy theory, if you go and research that so that you can come up with argument and defend your argument or whatever you want to do, I'd bet anything 100% of those people would flip. That's how it got me.
Yeah. I mean,
I was opposition to this before it all started, bro.
Yeah, that was a while
I
ago.
believe Trump was racist. I really truly believe that, and I was mad at people, and I went digging because I was gonna show them. I was gonna find all the facts and all the evidence and all the videos and be like, look, all you people who are racist.
The one thing I can say
it didn't exist for me, man.
Is this created so much more political awareness for myself? Like
Same.
Being a 21-year-old maybe even a 20-year-old, I started to look more into this, and now I'm
That's
actually
good.
interested. So
I waited till I was 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't until it affected me because I'm a business owner. I never got into politics. Even as a business owner the past 5 years or 6 years before it all went down, I still didn't care about politics, bro. It wasn't until the politics got so heavy and I realized how much of an adverse effect it had on my business. And I was like, holy shit, I better start getting into this and digging.
Yeah.
And I did, man. And I dug and dug and dug and dug. And I changed my mind and my opinion about where I once stood because I used to be told what I was supposed to believe. I used to be told what things were like. When I went and found out for sure, factually, what things are like, my whole mind was changed, bro. Mm-hmm. And anyone who dares to argue and take a stance against the way I believe and has never done research on my end, you'll never beat me in that argument.
Yeah.
Never. I won't even give you a chance to have the argument with me because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I know your side. And I know my side. That's why I speak on it. I know both sides. I know them very extensively. And I'm not one-dimensional and I'm not impressionable, so I'm not the type to just take what someone tells me and run with it. I got to find the facts. Mm-hmm. And I went looking for the facts and they didn't exist in the order that I thought they would. So I implore you, be smart, not stupid. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Be smart, not stupid. There's no fucking rocket science to any of this. Open your fucking eyes. Stop letting people tell you what to think and go figure it out for yourself. Don't even take what I'm saying as gold. Go see if I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Go check for yourself. It's all out there. You got to dig though, and you got to go into like conspiracy theory pages to find it. But they're not telling you what to think. They're sharing all the facts and the documents and the videos and the information to show proof, and then you can just discern from there. So anyway, good luck with that journey, people.
Yeah.
Have fun. Live life to the fullest, because for some of us, it's probably going to be short. For the rest of us, we might have a big battle ahead of us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it's short either way.
Is it?
Kind of.
I mean, 80.
I mean, I don't like to think about it, but I'm a fourth done already, and it went by pretty fast, so it was pretty short.
I'm half done.
Yeah,
as far as I see it. But man, it's been a long 40 years, homie. You know what I mean? It's been a long 40 years, and so another 40 years of life is a long fucking time to go, bro.
It is.
I've accomplished a lot in these 40 years, and I have another 40 years to do more damage.
I just think about all the things I can accomplish. Like, I'm just started.
You're ahead of the game.
Started.
You still got a good 60 years. Yeah. That's a lot of, like I see a lot of people, and we won't go there, bro. That's just a whole other topic. I don't want to die old, and decrepit and incapable. That's for sure. So 80 sounds like about right for me.
Thank you guys for listening to the Ill Ego Talk Modcast. We appreciate you guys listening. Make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. Really just let us know your opinion on the topics that we had talked about. We didn't really plan anything too specific, but we got some good things out. And make sure to follow us on our social media accounts. Our supplement store is HNI_nutrition on Instagram, and then HNI Nutrition on Facebook. My Instagram is Deion Larry, Deion Larry, Larry. Pretty simple on Instagram and Facebook. So
cool. Metroflex at Metroflex Fargo on Instagram and Facebook. illegal_CEO and illegal_culture brands on Instagram for personal and business pages. Next week, or the following episode after this one,
however it comes out,
we're bringing on another guest. It's all confirmed, so we'll say it right now. Marshall Johnson, powerlifter, world class powerlifter, freak show, sponsored athlete with our brands for many years now. Kind of on a crazy ride. He's been battling an injury to get back to the platform. He wants to come on. He wants to share some updated information. He wants to share some new things along his journey, as well as potentially bring another guest with him. And we're going to talk a little bit about his journey, about his injuries, about his recovery, about his accomplishments, things of that nature. I don't think a lot of people understand how far he truly made it into the powerlifting culture, and what he's accomplished and the things he's been affiliated with. So that should be interesting to have him on and have that discussion. He's pretty well spoken as well, so I think he'll do really well on the show with us. So if you're looking forward to something with other people besides me and Deion's ass, Marshall Johnson should be an interesting interview, and I look forward to hearing what he has to say. So again, thanks for all the support. We appreciate you guys. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Like a rapper.